Hello everyone and welcome to my awesome channel of casting StarCraft 2 games. This game being between two players on the glorious map of Metalopolis, very enthusiastic about their good lucks, have funs. We have dietwaterr, the red, that is a Zerg, that's Zerg race. The red Zerg race on the right hand spawn of the map. Kudos being the blue Protoss on the left-hand spawn of the map. dietwaterr is curious as to what race he is. Kudos is telling him his race and his build order. However, that is a complete lie, because I don't believe it's possible for Protoss to 6-pool. dietwaterr wishes to know where he is, trying to get some scouting information without actually scouting. He did, however, scout this location, so he knows they are not close by air. And it looks like Kudos might... Oh, there he is. Bottom right. It's not really... I guess there's a bottom position. On this map, I feel like there's not really bottom right. It's more like a top, left would be over here. Top, left, right, and bottom spawns. There's not really any bottom right. Like, bottom right would be over here, which of course is an expansion location. So, whatever. Trying to throw him off. And it looks like the friendly banter might be over. This probe is going to scout out where dietwaterr's base is, and dietwaterr has determined that Kudos is indeed a liar. About to find... And he has found his actual location. He's discovered his actual race, and seems quite offended by the fact that Kudos did indeed lie to him. Got a gas here, got a spawning pool here. I hear a probe versus drone battle. Let's see. Nope. Decides fight gets split up. Everyone leaves. Everyone goes home. Nothing to see here, guys. Except for this cast, so don't actually leave. Please stay and keep watching the video to see some awesome players duking it out. We got the expansion going down for Kudos. What does he have? So far, he only has this forge. Throwing down a cannon. This is a pretty big area to wall off, to be honest. It's going to be kind of difficult to achieve that optimal wall off. We do have this expansion going down for dietwaterr. He is mining his gas. Probably going to get metabolic boost with that first 100 gas that he gets, would be my assumption. Overlord flying over here. Going to get in position to be able to scout later in the game. Got a queen coming out. Not quite enough minerals to get metabolic boost, but drones have been pulled off the gas. Could get it now, but, you know, busy off doing something else. Lings are going to go scout around, try and find any possible proxy pylons, probably looking for this probe, in fact. Got two gateways coming down to help seal off this wall. Nexus is about to complete. The Nexus and the hatchery are going to finish at about the exact same time. Nexus did finish a bit quicker. Oh, we have a double expand right off the bat out of dietwaterr. Gonna try and get up his economy very quickly. Transferring some probes down to the natural expansion base. I have a Ling just chilling here. Over here at the Protoss base, we got a cybernetics core about to be finished. Another cannon for extra reinforcement defense. Only one of these gases is being mined. This one has not been mined at all. This one being this one right here. So, you know, kind of a waste of a couple minerals to have that there, but that's minerals he won't have to spend later. This is very true. However, the minerals that he did spend could have been spent on something more useful at the time, you know, getting out a stalker earlier, a zealot early, whatever he could have done. I got a couple overlords positioned to see stuff, increasing the vision of the Zerg player. We've got both watchtowers in control by our Zerg. Metabolic boost about to finish. Warp gate about halfway complete. This third expansion does complete. We got a bunch of drones coming out. A couple Lings, a couple queens. Got to get queens for the injects to get the drones quickly, to get the money quickly, to get the units out quickly. And it looks like the Protoss player is not... He's showing no indication of leaving his base anytime soon. He doesn't have too much. He's got a couple pylons down to spot any possible drops, I suppose. Maybe a Nidus that could appear. A couple stalkers and a zealot going to be sent out to do a bit of harassment. Probably, it could possibly see this base. They do take control of the watchtower. The Berserk player does know that these forces are incoming, though. Getting a couple Zerglings, not too many Zerglings. Getting an Evo Chamber as well. A Spinecrawler, that's not going to finish by the time these get here, unless these Stalkers are distracted. No, not even. The Overlord's going to go down. The Zealot's going to target the Spinecrawler. No, he's going to instead go for drones, realizing it's going to take way too long for the Spinecrawler to finish. We have a couple Lings, and it looks like our Berserk player could be in a bit of trouble, but he does have a lot of Lings here to reinforce. He does have 2 Queens, and it looks like he is in fact going to clean this up rather quickly. Even the Spine. Is he going to cancel the Spine, perhaps? Now that the danger is gone? Probably not. Just going to let it finish. Might as well. It's already there. Got another Spine at the natural. No Spines here. Unfortunately, the main base is a spineless location. Taking a couple more gases. Getting charge out of the Twilight Council. A couple more gateways. Lots of gateways on the way. Up to 5, 6, 7 gates. We're probably going to see some sort of 7-gate push. Something of the like. He's getting a lot of tech. He's going all the way up to High Templar. So he's definitely going to need to utilize all 4 of those gases, which he is now. But our Zerg player is on 4 bases. Creep is being spread to all the bases to connect them. This is a pack of Zerglings. Running, going to see what they can discover. Looks like Kudos might be interested in securing a 3rd base. Not sure what he's really searching for. But he might be trying to hold down this area, get a 3rd base up. Yep, and here's the 3rd base. Gonna be warped in eventually, but it gets canceled. Does he decides he's instead just going for an offensive push? Screw the 3rd base. Just gonna go to attack. A lot more spines being thrown down. Oh, actually, 2 more spines and 2 spore crawlers. Interesting. There is no flying tech out for the Protoss player. There's also no stealth DTs. There's no Dark Templar Shrine. So, you know, just in case, just to be safe. Gonna get some Aspire up. Got this Evo Chamber for... oh, just for those spores. Nothing else. Lings are chilling over here. Looks like we're gonna get 4 more Spine Crawlers have been thrown down. Lings are running amok. Getting even more drones. We are currently at 65 drones to 45 probes. Warping in some of those High Templars. Is he going to make Archons out of those? It looks like he has decided to do that. He has not yet researched Storm. There are no Infestors, so there's nothing really to feed back. There they go. So it looks like a pretty powerful push getting ready to come out of Kudos. He does have +1 attack. So if more, he's got a lot. Dietwaterr does have a lot of spines here. However, Kudos could just simply ignore it like it looks like he's going to do and go for this base. There are quite a few spines here as well. However, there are less. And it looks like Dietwaterr has decided to go for only Lings. Might get this Archon, but Archons do splash damage. There are lots of Zealots as well, so these Lings probably won't be able to do too much. They do snipe down a Archon, but there's so many units here. We've only got 3 Queens. These units are just going to do some nice transfusions, keeping those Queens alive to do some extra damage, but 2 Queens do go down. I'm going to ignore the spines completely. 20 Mutas on the way. That's insane. He decided to just go straight for Mutas. We're going to have to see. There's only these Archons and 1 Stalker that can shoot up. As long as he doesn't bunch up the Mutas so the Archons can hit them, he probably could be okay. He's got a nice pack of Mutas. All these spines are being relocated from the 3rd base to defend. The lair does indeed die. I'm gonna lose probably all the tech here. His Spire was at his natural expansion though, so he doesn't have to worry about that. He can keep those Mutalisks coming. But it is rather unfortunate he did lose that base. But he does have 2 others. These these are Zealots. Mutas sent over to the Protoss base to do some damage there. A new base has been taken for the Zerg player. These units are just going to chill, as Kudos is preoccupied with all these mutas, which are probably all going to die, to be honest. Didn't do too much there. We're down to 19 mutas, 3 more on the way. These units are still chilling. Kudos is making a pretty bad mistake here. He should definitely be sending those units out. One spine, rather, says to just chill, stand up, not burrow itself. Muta's flying in a nice line. Not sure where to attack. They could probably pick off a couple of these zealots, which he does know are there because he has his overseer. But these mutas going to try and target down some stalkers, but not having very much success with that. There's quite a few stalkers. There's probably just as many stalkers as mutas. Drones. I am not at all sure where these drones are headed. That must be a misrally, to be honest. We have an attack going on over here. Looks like muta. Oh, there are only zealots here, so these mutas will be able to clean this up. All these drones are gonna die. Pretty straightforward. They don't stand a chance. They're screwed. No third base yet for Kudos. Well, we have, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 5 bases up because he did lose his main base. Mutas are flying over here. Pretty big pack at this point. We have 23 mutas, a couple more in production. All these stalkers though, it's quite a few stalkers. More of these drones. These drones are going to this base, not sacrificing themselves to the stalkers willingly like last time. These mutas doing some damage. There's not a lot of stuff back here at home. Mutas are killing stuff very quickly. Only a couple cannons. Not going to be able to stop this at all. Lots of zealots. Holy zealots. That is a lot. They do have +2 attack. A couple of spines just completed. Oh, we do have blink for the stalker, so they're going to be able to get up here and hit these mutas head on, but the mutas do leave. These zealots are going to clean up this base, take it out. These zealots are doing nothing. You can definitely send these zealots into this base. There are a lot of spine crawlers, though. That's a ton of spines. Of course, these zealots are unable to attack air, so they're kind of screwed. Where are all the stalkers? All the stalkers are over here. It's definitely going to need to get those stalkers in to help out. A couple misrallied probes here. Workers being misrallied all over the place. There we go, the stalkers blinking. And we have a pack of 26 mutas against 22 stalkers. Pretty even in worker count. A couple of zealots on the field as well. There are a lot of spines as well. Spines are cool. Spines are some nice static defense. Trying to get this third base up. The building did just finish, but these mutas are coming in now. Stalkers are very far away. Mutas could probably easily take out this base before Kudos is able to respond with his large amount of stalkers that he has. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if that's enough stalkers. If he was sending them in one at a time, that's not good. He needs some. He is researching Storm, which is good. He can have High Templar Storm will absolutely tear up mutas. Looks like we're having a little worker party here. There's a couple of drones chilling out with a couple of probes. Interestingly enough, they're not attacking each other. I guess you have to explicitly tell workers to attack for them to attack. And they split up at about the same time. It's rather interesting. They just leave. They go home. No affairs to be had here. They are ordered home by the Protoss. I'm not sure what controls the Protoss, but the Overmind of the Zerg, or I guess Carrion, whoever controls the Zerg now. Told the drones to go home. This base is about mined out, so it's definitely good that he's got this third up. Lots of stalkers occupying the mineral fields, and the small amount of units left behind to fend off these mutas is simply not going to be enough. Although the mutas, do they have any upgrades? The mutas do not have any upgrades. Whereas the ground units for Protoss do have +2. Last time I checked, yep, they are still at +2. All the stalkers are on their way over to help deal with these mutas, but the damage has been done. Mutas have done a lot of damage for sure, and they head out. We're looking at 49 worker kills for Kudos. That is, of course, because he took out the main base over here earlier in the game. Got a lot of worker kills there. Not too many worker kills for Dietwaterr. Not his main goal with these mutas. Seems to like taking out buildings and pylons more. Take out these pylons. Ooh, but all these stalkers are still here. The stalkers don't completely blink under the mutas, however. He is getting +1 for his mutas. A couple more mutas coming out. Half the stalkers don't make the blink, which is rather unfortunate for them. There are a couple stalkers left behind, but that's not enough. These mutas can easily take out this small brigade of stalkers left over. Looks like he might even want to take on this number as well. The reinforcements coming in, but that is a lot of mutalisks. Definitely need some units that can do some splash damage. Mainly High Templar, Archons too. They do splash damage against all those mutas when they're really tightly together. Tightly, I don't know why, woven. They're not really woven, but tightly packed. That's the word I was looking for. Packed. Lots of spines over here. Our Zerg player does have these, what's that, southeast corner of the map pretty much locked down. It's all purpley. He should probably think about retaking this base. There's still a lot of minerals left to be had, as well as quite a bit of gas that was lost early in the game. So not much was mined from it. We do have 71 drones to 59 probes. A lot of stalkers against a lot of mutalisks. There are more mutalisks than stalkers, only by 2 now, not that much. And it looks like the mutalisks are just going to engage the stalkers head on and absolutely tear through them. Look at those. Especially because half the stalkers are on the other side of the map. Not good splitting up your forces like that. Mutas are going to now wreak havoc inside the base, taking out some tech buildings. Took out the Templar Archives. Leaves this pylon with 10 HP. Poor pylon. I guess not really poor pylon. He got to live. Didn't die. More mutas on the way. Flyer attack +1 is about to complete, which is really going to help. So, looks like our Zerg player's in a pretty good spot. This base has been mining for a while, but once again, he's rebuilding that Templar Archives, but he's got to get those Archons out. He's got to get some High Templars out as well. Not necessarily both of them, but he needs to choose one of them and utilize one of them. Either Storm or just the splash damage of the Archons. However, with this many mutalisks, it's kind of a critical mass, to be honest. There are 42 mutalisks. It's so many. It might just be too many unless he was to attack with like 46 Archons. I'm not sure what Kudos can really do in this situation. I guess just kind of hope. I mean, I think 9 more mutalisks on the way as well. Not a great situation. I'm not sure why exactly Dietwaterr keeps getting these spores. Maybe he's expecting that the only way for Kudos to come back is to use Dark Templar to take out some workers, but that is not what Kudos has decided to do. His mutas, all a bunch together, but we currently have 47 mutas on the map. We do have 5 High Templar. Chilling right here. Do not have enough energy yet for a storm as they were just warped in. But by the time the mutas come around next time, there will be enough energy, so maybe we'll see some really cool storms that knock out a lot of the mutas' health. But yeah, Protoss has been pretty much contained to these couple of bases. Got a unpowered building over here. Running out of minerals on this base. Stalkers. Splitting up his forces, not really too good against these mutas. Gotta have them all engaged at once, but that's also difficult. Look at all those mutas. Holy muta. There's 53 mutas now. So many. Not much. It's like a storm right here would absolutely tear those apart. Of course, they want to kill them. Mutas do have 120 health, so we need a couple of storms. But it would be a definitely great asset. These stalkers would be able to pick off maybe a handful of them. But as it stands now, these mutas could easily engage these stalkers head on. Where are the storms? Where are the High Templar? High Templar are lagging behind us. They're slower than the rest of the Protoss units. Oh, look at that. Come on, come on. Sorry to root against Zerg. I'm a Zerg player, but seeing a storm go off that would be that epic is certainly a sight I would love to see. It'd be so cool. Zerg going for the mineral line, gonna kill a ton of probes, and oh, there goes a storm. Gets a lot of mutalisks, but more mutalisks are on the way. Dietwaterr decides to hightail it out of there. Doesn't want to lose his Mutalisk to some more storms. Fortunately, there's no force field for air for Protoss. Can't really like on the ground you can use force fields to bunch up the enemy units. All these units are in a line, which is pretty good for the Mutalisk. Mutalisk can mess them up, but the Mutalisk are going to keep flying. Want to avoid the High Templar. The High Templar are lagging quite a ways behind, however. Flyer attack +2 is on its way, as well as what's that do? That allows the that's faster overlords. Yep, I confused the ventricule sacks with that. My bad, but it does allow for faster overlords, just to keep them out of harm's reach. Pylons going down, powering down all these buildings. Looks like our Protoss has decided to simply just go for some sort of a base race trade. With these Mutas, they're not going to have any of that. They're going to come back and save. Let's see, maybe the Mutas can save this base? Maybe they're just going to let it. No, this base is going to die. We're going to have to see if an engagement is going to occur, or if Kudos is going to go back to his base, satisfy that he took out the gold base, although that gold base has been there a while. There are lots of spines here, and of course the ever-looming pack of Mutalisks. And here comes an engagement. Are we going to see a storm? There goes a storm. Nice storm that goes off. Mutalisks keep moving. Ooh, there's a very good storm. I don't think any of the Mutas have died yet. And they're... Oh, look at all those low health Mutas. It's unfortunate, but all the High Templar have died. It looks like all the Protoss... Oh, wait, there's still one High Templar and... Sorry, I'm going to go back just because I want to see how many kills the High Templar got. Sorry. We got this High Templar. Probably wasn't too many, but he definitely got a couple. So we're going to storm. We got 2, 7, 8. Looks like he got 8 before he died. Obviously not enough. Kudos just leaves the game with his army in shambles and this giant Muta pack looming over him. 10 more meters on the way. It was pretty unstoppable force. It's kind of cool. There was just so many Mutas. There really wasn't anything Kudos could have done. Obviously, those storms definitely helped. He needed a couple more. Splash damage from Archons would definitely have helped out a lot as well, but he abandoned the Archons pretty early in the game. So lots of Mutas. Pretty cool. Lots of spines, too. Tons of spines and spores as well. They didn't really do too much, as Kudos was locked up in his base for most of the game because of these Mutas who had the imminent threat of harassment floating above Kudos' head. I'm going to stop rambling now. I got to stop talking sometime. My name is Cookie King SC. Shoot me an email at my email is cookiekingsc@gmail.com. Send me an email there with your replay file if you would like for me to cast a game of yours. I'll cast anyone's replay. If you got it for me, I'll cast it for you. I'll cast it for you as soon as I can. I'll upload it to YouTube, all that good stuff. People can see it. People can see how awesome you are, what cool strategies you were able to come up with, or what wacky base trades you had occur in a game. So yeah, that's my email. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, leave any comments and criticism about my cast in the comment section, or you can email me them too. It's cool as well. My email's in the description. I want any feedback you guys have got to improve my casting skills. So with that, I'm going to go. Good night. Might grab a slice of pizza before I head out, but see you guys later, and I will continue casting as soon as I wake up, maybe. I don't know. So peace out, guys. See you later.